Milwaukee, Wisconsin might be one of the most underrated cities in Midwestern America. It features a bustling downtown, great neighborhoods, and plenty of sights to see, and attractions for families, couples, and solo travelers to check out. It's a lot like other mid-sized cities in the US like Austin and Nashville, in the way that it has so many great bars, a thriving art and music scene. In a lot of ways, it's the Midwestern equivalent of those cultural hubs. So let's take a look at why Milwaukee should be on your travel bucket list. Milwaukee has an impressive food and drink scene. Seeing as how Milwaukee has strong German and Central European roots, a lot of that heritage shines through in the city's food and drink scene. So if you fancy yourself a beer and bratwurst aficionado, you'll likely have no problem satiating your cravings in the Cream City. Here are just a few highlights to check. And before we get started, if you haven't already, give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation. And keep watching to see why we think Milwaukee, Wisconsin is one of the premier travel destinations in America worth visiting. Dive bars and breweries. Milwaukee is a beer lover's utopia. Several iconic American beer brands such as Miller, Schlitz, and Pabst Blue Ribbon all call this city their place of origin. You can start your visit with a tour of the Miller Brewery before moseying your way over to one of Milwaukee's many stellar dive bars. One that stands out is Zad's, located in the city's near south side. It opens every morning at 6 a.m. and is frequented by spirited locals and employed by the most friendly of bartenders, all of whom are more than eager to teach you how to play a game of bar dice. But just so you know, if you lose, you're going to have to buy a couple drinks for your new friends. Another dive you've got to pay a visit to is Just Art's Saloon. Art, the owner and proprietor, lives above the bar. He's an older chap with a ton of stories to share, and trust us, it's worth dropping by just for a chat with the man himself. Plus, there's more than enough free popcorn to go around for everyone at the bar. On the north side of town, there's Champion's Pub. It's a fairly low-key, non-imposing bar that features a large backyard where they screen baseball games and movies and show other events on a huge projection screen. And if bar games are your forte, you'll find them all right there. Last but not least, if you're a craft beer fan, you'll feel right at home in the city's most prolific craft brewery, Lakefront Brewery, located right on the Riverwalk. Lakefront is home to a huge beer hall and offers plenty of outdoor dining space where you can enjoy a sampling of their latest beers. German foods are aplenty. The city's German heritage shines through its dining options as well. While there's something for everyone in Milwaukee, one thing that really stands out is the city's incredible selection of bratwursts. Milwaukee Brathaus features one of the most extensive bratwurst selections on the planet. To be frank, it might be one of the premier dining establishments in all of Wisconsin. Other standout culinary epicenters of the city include the Old German Beer Hall, Mader's Restaurant, and Usinger's. Each of these places offers up an alluring selection of bratwursts and other German delicacies. High-end dining options abound. Fortunately, Milwaukee's food scene isn't exclusively about beer and bratwursts. A quick drive around the city and you'll discover some truly out-of-this-world high-end eateries too. One that stands out is Sanford, one of the city's leading restaurants. They feature cuisine from across the globe, all prepared with fresher-than-fresh, farm-to-table ingredients. You'll also beat yourself up if you don't check out Bacchus, a contemporary fine dining experience on the Milwaukee lakefront. There you can sample the restaurant's signature 3-course menu for $65 a person. That includes everything from grilled Spanish octopus for an appetizer to a Wisconsin cheese trio for dessert. Attractions for adults and kids alike. Bars and restaurants will probably keep you occupied for quite some time, but Milwaukee has some killer attractions to see too. Milwaukee Art Museum. The Milwaukee Art Museum is a spectacular sight to see both on the inside and out. It's host to more than 25,000 pieces of art, ranging from Van Goghs to Andy Warhols. The architecture of the building is impressive as well and has won multiple design awards. The building itself is the brainchild of Santiago Calatrava, the same architect who designed the World Trade Center transportation hub in Manhattan. Milwaukee Public Market. A must-see for food lovers everywhere, the Milwaukee Public Market houses a huge food hall featuring delis, restaurants, bars, and swanky upscale artisan grocery stores. We highly recommend checking out the Mexican cuisine from Margarita Paradise and the coffee at Anodyne Coffee Roasting. Milwaukee Riverwalk. The Milwaukee Riverwalk is a great spot to enjoy a brisk, early morning stroll. It runs right through the city's historic 3rd Ward and downtown district, providing you with an excellent way to see the city's sights on foot. It's a lovely walk, perfect for a crisp fall day. Just don't forget to grab a latte from Colectivo Coffee if it's chilly. The Brewery District. You can now explore the original Pabst Brewery complex, which, suffice to say, is now decommissioned. It's now the home of the Brew House Inn and Suites, the Milwaukee Brewing Company, and Best Place, a local favorite coffee shop. It's a fascinating place to visit, especially if you're interested in learning the history of American beer. Harley-Davidson Museum. It doesn't matter if you're a big motorcycle person or not, as it's absolutely riveting to see all the different models of Harleys at the Harley-Davidson Museum in the historic 3rd Ward. You'll get the chance to learn all about the operations of the company and the history that transformed it into one of America's most famous brands. Hotels that will blow your mind. We stayed at a few different hotels during our recent visit to Milwaukee. Here are a few of our recommendations. The Hotel Metro and Autograph Collection is a historic Art Deco hotel in downtown Milwaukee. Hyatt Place Milwaukee Downtown is a no-frills Hyatt property located just north of downtown near the historic Old Pabst Brewery. Kimpton Journeyman Hotel is a modern hotel that's just down the road from the public market and features a rooftop bar, free daily happy hour, and lavish full-featured rooms. Westin Milwaukee is a new Marriott property in the historic 3rd Ward District, conveniently located within walking distance from Lake Michigan. And of course, there are plenty of decent independent hotels as well. You might appreciate spending an evening at the Brew House Inn and Suites located in the Old Pabst Brewery. It's a cozy hotel that boasts large rooms and comfortable accommodations. The aesthetics of this hotel are unrivaled, as much of the original brewery equipment now serves as art installations throughout the property. We recommend you trying to stay downtown or in the historic 3rd Ward District, as both locations will put you in the center of all the action, and are close to many of Milwaukee's best attractions. Traveling to Milwaukee has never been easier. If you're in the greater Chicago area, you can take Amtrak's Hiawatha Line from Chicago's Union Station to Milwaukee's Intermodal Station, located right down the road from the public market. Or you can hop in the car and get there in a couple hours. For travelers coming from further away, you can always fly into Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport. It's expanded rapidly in the last several years, with service from all the major U.S. carriers. United Airlines even has a seasonal point-to-point service to a variety of cities, including Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Pensacola, Florida. Southwest, on the other hand, operates a number of routes out of Milwaukee, with year-round service to many American cities. Simply put, Milwaukee is one of America's great cities. Whether you choose to visit one of their countless dive bars or bring your family to check out the famous public market, you won't be disappointed. Now it's time to hear from you. If you've been to Milwaukee or are lucky enough to be a local, what are your favorite sites and attractions? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.